Good morning, everyone. My name is Anita. Today, I am going to give the seminar presentation on optical coherence tomography under the guidance of Shweta ma'am. And these are the outline for this presentation. Introduction, optical tomography. What is the principle of optical coherence tomography? Latest technologies used in the OCT and advantages and disadvantages. The introduction. Now, what is the optical? It is related to the action of light, and the coherence means it is between the phase of waves in a beam of radiation of a frequency. And the tomography refers, it is a technique for a display of representation through a solid object using x-rays or ultrasound. And this is the introduction of OCT. It is an indicative instrument used for the imaging the retina. It can recognize the issues in the eye preceding any side effects for the patients. With an OCT, the specialists or doctors, they can see a cross segment or a 3D picture for retina. And the OCT utilizes a variety of light to quickly check the eyes, and it is a diagnostic machine where it looks like this, and or an instrument. Then why this optical coherence tomography? How it works? It is the spectral domain, and this domain provides 2 and 3D dimensional images, and it uses a long wavelength and broad bandwidth light to illuminate the retina and access the light reflected from the retinal tissue. I just want to tell about the significance of OCT, where it is a non-invasive imaging technique. It means the procedure do not involve tools that break the skin or organs, and it performs a cross-sectional and it high resolution imaging of a biological tissues, and it measures the time delay where there will be a interference delay and amplitude of backscattered light. The main aim of the optical coherence tomography is to perform a real-time optic bioscopy with direct visualization of a histological structure of the human tissues. And the principle of optical coherence tomography is, this is the initial light beam where it will be a 820 is nearer to the beam, infrared light beam, that is split into the two beams. The two beams are a probe beam and the reference beam. By the uh, by the beam splitter, probe beam leads to the target tissue, that is retina, and the reference beam leads to the reference mirror, and that is a distance. Actually, it is compared with the echo time delay of reference mirror with the target tissue. And when it is compared to the positive interference, it is produced when the light reflected from target tissue and reference mirror also arrives. The interference is measured by a photodetector, which it produces a range of time. And finally, the interferometer integrates the data points over 1 depth to the constant tomogram. And the latest technologies used in the optical coherence tomography is Primus 200 from JSIS. And it is not only improves the efficiency, it is very easy, it is very efficient, and it will no longer need to send the patients to the other places. It can communicate with the patients very significantly. And the second one is Cirrus 5000 from JSIS. It helps doctors make an accurate diagnosis because the amount of detail and high definition imaging it produces. The third technology is compact space saving Topcon Op 2000. The most OCT missions are big and require a lot of setup space. The Topcon OCT 2000 is the first of its kind due to its compact design that saves space. And the fourth is deeper imaging. DRI OCT Triton from Topcon. It is the best mission for utilized fifth source technology, which it utilizes long wavelength scanning light to give better penetration of the layers of the eye. And where advantages and disadvantages, there is a non-invasive. The non-invasive means The procedures do not involve tools that break the organs of the human body, and resolution of 10 micrometer. It means it is visible to human eye and refers to the smallest feature that can be detected. And these are the disadvantages: quantitatively monitor disease and staging, best for optically transparent tissues, diminished penetration. And when it comes for conclusion, I just want to conclude it is able to characterize normal with normal variations by providing high resolution images, and it is evaluated in the research, and it measures intensity of reflected infrared light. And the interferometer is used to perform low coherence interferometry. And these are the references which I referred, and links referred for the optical coherence tomography. Thank you.